Is the Sabbath for everyone and not just Jews? Even if you are not an Israelite, you should keep the seventh day holy because the Sabbath is for everyone. Before I explore whom the Sabbath is for, let me introduce myself. I am Leroy Daley of Blogging About the Word. I can be found at www.atotheword.com. On that website, on this channel, on this channel, I teach Christians how to better understand their Bibles. I utilize Bible studies to accomplish this. I teach using scriptures, here a little, there a little, line upon line, precepts upon precepts. Precepts must be an equally relevant precepts, or else we will have confusion and misinformation in the church. This week, I'll utilize the Bible to demonstrate whom the Sabbath is for. Is it for everyone, or is it exclusively for the Jews? If you stick with me to the end of this Bible study, I'll have a special bonus just for you. So let's dive right into the content. 15 days and in the second month after departing Egypt, the Lord gave Moses instructions for Israel concerning the Sabbath, among other things. The instructions he gave to Moses are for the children of Israel only and not for the entire world. Now we need to take the Sabbath in context. Now we're going to look at the details of why the Jews keep the seventh day holy and why the rest of the world need not do that. Now, who was in Egypt and slavery for 430 years? The Jews. Who did Moses deliver from Pharaoh and was in the wilderness for more than 40 years? The Jews. So, you don't even need to guess this. So let's look at the details. And we're going to go to the book of Exodus. Exodus from slavery. This Exodus really means the children of Israel exiting Egypt or slavery or bondage, traveling to the promised land. Exodus from Egypt. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak thou unto the children of Israel. Note, the Lord is telling Moses, this is what you need to say to the children of Israel. Not to the world, not to everyone. Remember, the Bible is a Jewish book. We are reading the experiences of the Jewish people as a nation. We can borrow spiritual things from this book and apply it to our lives. But we cannot use everything in the Bible out of context and think everything applies to us, because everything does not apply to us from the Bible. We need to take it in context, and this is why we have much confusion concerning the Bible. So back to this. The Lord said to Moses, speak to the children of Israel. Note the target audience, the children of Israel, saying, verily, my Sabbaths ye shall keep. So there are more than one Sabbaths. For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations. So the Lord tells Moses, Israel should keep the Sabbath, my Sabbaths, because keeping them is a sign between me and them. Note, it's not a sign between Jesus, the Lord, and anyone else. It's a sign between the Lord and the children of Israel. And it perpetuates. He wasn't just talking to Moses and those people. He says, between me and you throughout your generations. So even posterity, people to come. That is why today, thousands of years after this, the children of Israel are still supposed to keep the Sabbath. Now let's continue. That ye may know that I am the Lord that doth sanctify you. Exodus 31:13. So here the Lord is saying to Moses, tell the children of Israel that they should keep my Sabbaths, because it's a sign between me and them throughout all their generations, that they may know that I, the Lord, is the one who is making them holy. Let's go on to the next verse. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. See? The Sabbath is not holy to the world. It's not holy to the Italians. It's not holy to the Spanish. It is only holy to the Israelites. Everyone that defileth it, meaning the Sabbath, shall surely be put to death. If that were the case now, many people who worship on Sabbath today would be dead. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. Exodus 31:14. Remember, I told you in the previous Bible study that Sabbath, the seventh day, is a time of rest. It's not even a time to go to church. Here the Lord is telling Moses that anyone who works on the Sabbath day should be put to death. They are defiling the Lord's Sabbath. And it said anyone, meaning any Jew. It don't mean any person, because the Sabbath means nothing to people who are not Jews. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Holy to the Lord, not to everybody. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Exodus 31:15. Those are the penalties and for defiling the Sabbath day. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath. Who? The children of Israel. Not Jamaicans, not Americans, not Italians, not Cubans, not Canadians, not English, but Israelites, the children of Israel. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. Exodus 31:17. So we see that the Sabbath is for Jews, the children of Israel. The Sabbath is not for the entire world. There is no reason why anyone besides Jews need to keep the Sabbath. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tablets of testimony, tables of stone written with the finger of God. Exodus 31:18. Now, so we find out from those scriptures that the Lord insists that Israel, children of Israel, keep the Sabbath, his Sabbaths. Now, there are 2 more reasons the Jews keep the Sabbath. Deuteronomy 5:12. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee. So we see that the Lord commanded the children of Israel to keep the Sabbath. The Lord never commanded anyone else, only the children of Israel. If you are not a Jew, when and where in the Bible does the Lord command you to keep the Sabbath? Unless you're a child of Israel, or you're one of the children of Israel. Bible study, I told you that the children of Israel were slaves in Egypt for 430 years. Consequently, they had to work every day. Every single day they had to work. They had no rest day. But they didn't have a choice because they were in slavery. So when the Lord delivered them, He for the first time instructed them via Moses to keep the Sabbath. And I'm going to read again from the scriptures. And remember, this is Moses speaking now to the children of Israel. And remember that thou was a servant in the land of Egypt, that the Lord thy God brought thee out thence through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm. Therefore the Lord thy God commanded thee to keep the Sabbath day. This is Moses explaining to the Jewish people why they need to keep the Sabbath day. Because the Lord rescued them from bondage. Therefore, they should keep the Sabbath day. So if you keep the Sabbath, share in the comments why you do. Now I ask you, if you stick with me to the end, I'll give you a bonus. Well, I'm at that point where I'm giving you the bonus. Now, the children of Israel are not like everybody else in the world. They are very special to the Lord. Yes, they are a peculiar people. They are not like all other peoples in the eyes of the Lord on this planet. They are special. Now, continue to read. And this is Moses who is continuing to talk to the children of Israel. Deuteronomy 4 verse 33. Deuteronomy 4:33. Did ever people hear the voice of God speaking out of the midst of the fire, as thou hast heard and live? He's asking the Jews. Or had God essayed to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation? See, the Lord went into Egypt and plucked out the Israelites. So Moses is saying now, or had God essayed to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation? How? By temptations, by signs, by wonders, by war, and by a mighty hand, and by a stretched out arm, and by great terrors, according to all that the Lord your God did for you in Egypt before your eyes. Deuteronomy 4:34. What the Lord did for the children of Israel, he has not done and will never do for any other nation. He went into the midst of a nation and plucked out a nation for himself. So the Jews have a special place with the Lord. Moses continues to speak to the children of Israel. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28:1. This was Moses telling Israel. Listen, people, if you just honor the Lord's word, do his will, it will put you on a pedestal high above everybody else on planet earth. I want you to take note that the Lord's instruction to the nation of Israel are not for every nation. It is just for the Jewish people. For example, it tells them that they are a peculiar people to him. Therefore, they shouldn't eat anything. He chose their diet. Now, these are some of the animals that they should eat. Deuteronomy 14 verse 1 through 4. You are the children of the Lord your God. You shall not cut yourselves nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. Moses instructed the children of Israel, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all nations that are upon the earth. That's the special place they have with the Lord. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat, the ox, the sheep, and the goat. And the list continues. What I'm saying here is that the Lord tells the Israelites the things they should eat. Then, look how different the Israelites are to God. After he gives them a list of stuff that they shouldn't eat, this is what the Lord says to them through Moses. Deuteronomy 14:21. You shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. Thou shalt give it unto the stranger that is in thy gates, and he may eat it, or thou may sell it unto an alien that is still a stranger. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. Deuteronomy 14:21. That is how special the children of Israel are. What they do, others shouldn't. And what they are exempt from, others are allowed to do. They are peculiar to the Lord. The Lord has a blueprint for them concerning their diet, their dressing, place they should go, when they should go, where they should go, all that. The Lord has laid out for the Jews to follow. So the Lord wants the Jews to keep his commandments. Deuteronomy 26:18. However, when we believe on Jesus Christ as the Son of God, it changes our status. Our belief in him places us on par with Israel, with the Lord. Yes, Jesus changes everything. Let me conclude. The Lord gave the Sabbath to the Jews. The remainder of the world has nothing until the first advent of Jesus Christ. The Lord gave the nation of Israel the Sabbath as a perpetual covenant with them to keep it holy and to mark the day that he rested from all his works. He gave them the seventh day to keep it holy because for more than 400 years they were in slavery. Then they had no rest day, for they worked every day. It is a perpetual reminder to the Jews. If they fail to honor his contract with them, they face severe penalties. However, the remainder of the world has no contract with the Lord regarding any rest day. In fact, when any person, Jew or Gentile, believes in Jesus Christ as the Son of God, he gives such a person rest. This is not a physical rest. It's not limited to the weekly rest of the seventh day, but it is a spiritual one. It's a rest for our souls. Further, the rest that Jesus gives is superior to the rest of the Sabbath, the rest of the seventh day. Because Jesus fulfilled the law, and now we could only be righteous through him and not through the deeds of the law. Remember, to be righteous, to be righteous, no, you have to believe in Jesus. Because he fulfilled the law. So, anytime we think of getting righteous, we have to go through Christ. There's no other route. Thank you guys for stopping by. The blessings of the Lord be on you. This video was just to show you who should keep the Sabbath. Not the rest of the world, not everybody, because the Sabbath was given only to the Jews and for special reasons. It's a sign between the Lord and them. It's a covenant, a perpetual agreement throughout all their generations. Good night.